What do you?
Hello everyone, this is Magic Nerd, and boy do I have a treat for you, and I am literally quite excited to show you guys this. So I was just looking at my cards the other day, trying to make a deck for my weekly tournament at my LGS, and I stumbled across a wonderful combo. I mean, I love this first card well, let's just jump right into it so I can just not ramble on and just show you guys the deck, because it's very good. So first we got 4 Fury Blade Vampires. I love this card because you can discard as many cards as you want, and it gets +3/+0 until end of turn. It is before combat, so you can't really combat trick this, but it does have trample. So you get it out turn 2, turn 3, you discard your whole hand and swing. I've swung my opponents for literally 21 damage because I've discarded 7 cards. But it was in a blue-red deck, so I was drawing cards to make it 7. In this deck, so turn 2, turn 3, you'd have maybe 5-6 cards in your hand. So if you'd be attacking for 16 at least if you discard your whole hand. But this is why I was so excited. So you discard your whole hand, you swing at them, and maybe they take the 15 because they got some crazy thing. And maybe they just know that you're not going to top deck anything good. Like, they take 15, then what's going to happen after that is a 1-2 with trample. Oh, so scary. And you discarded your whole hand. You got nothing. This is why. Shadow of the Grave. So you discard your whole hand, you have your mana untapped by the time. Well, I guess you would leave this in your hand because you don't want to discard this. You discard your 4 or 5 cards you have in your hand. It gets +12 or +15, and so it has trample already. And then you go get these cards back because you discarded them all this turn. And then next turn you can do this again. Well, I mean, if you pull another Shadow of the Grave. But being able to finally have, because I've had this backfire so many times on me, where it's just I swing, I attack them for 21, they do some combat trick or something, they prevent the damage, and then I'm out my whole hand, and then all I have is this 1-2, and I'm top decking it turn 3 in the game. So it's backfired so many times on me. And then I finally realized, oh wait, I can make this a combo. I can get all these cards back, and then I can just not have this backfire on me. Or I can do it again and have it used twice. So I decided to finally make a deck about this, because I've always loved this card, the Fury Blade Vampire, and I wanted to make a deck about it. And this is actually a really cheap deck that you could use and just... I call it Blitzkrieg because it's just constant attack, and it's lots of damage early game, and it's budget, so it's great, and it's standard. So we have, of course, 4 Fury Blades and 4 Shadow of the Graves. Fury Blades 10 cents, so 40 cents, and then you have Shadow of the Grave, which is a little bit more expensive. It's 70 cents, but it's not too bad because the rest of the cards are seriously like 10 cents, but they have awesome synergy. So next we have Archfiend of In Fear. It's about 60 cents. We only have 3 of them because it's 5 mana cost. But you discard, think of this, late game, you discard your whole hand if maybe somehow you don't have, like you have 3 cards, 4 cards in your hand. You discard your whole hand to Fury Blade, and then that gets +12, or +12 or +9. That's still a lot of damage. And then you get to put 3 or 4 -1 counters on all of your opponent's creatures with this. This is pretty sick. So you basically board wipe, and then you get attack for 9 + 1, so 10 or 13 damage with Fury Blade. And then depending on whether you can attack with Archfiend, you got another 5 on top of that. Let me just give you a second to digest that. And oh wait, there's more. So we have to, in order to combo with Fury Blade, so the deck is basically based around Fury Blade, but it's also most like a subtype of discarding. So you discard your whole hand early game. So you get this down turn 1. So 1/2. Whenever you discard a card, it gets +1/+0, and it has Menace. So great early game. When you put Fury Blade Vampire down, discard your whole hand to it, except maybe Shadow of the Grave. You get maybe +15 or maybe +12 on Fury Blade, and then you get +5 or +4 on I can't think of the. Oh yeah, it's right in front of me. Flame Blade Adept. So and then you swing, and you have 2 creatures. One of them can't be blocked by 2 or more, except by 2 or more creatures. So they either block the 7 or the giant one with trample. Either way, they're basically gonna die. So great card to put in here. Like, if this isn't blowing your mind, I don't know what to do with you guys. And then we have Onward into Victory, or Onto Victory, or To Victory. I don't know. It's just Onward / Victory. We're only casting the top half. This is a black-red deck. I mean, you can make it Mardu deck, but it runs a lot better just black-red. So, you just basically give target creature +X+0. And it's only a penny, so super budget. 3 mana, yeah, but if you do turn 3, when you're attacking with your Fury Blade, you discard your whole hand, but this, you cast this. So you maybe have discarded 4 cards, so +12, so it's a 13/2, and then it gets another +13. So it's not double strike where it hits that one time and then it hits again, where they have. Actually, it really doesn't matter if it's double strike. Oh yeah, it does matter if it has double strike because this next card. But we'll finish explaining this one. So it gets +13, and you have 16 So wait, no, that's 26 damage going at them. Trample turn 3. I still am amazed at how good this deck is. Alright, and now to explain why it matters if it's double strike. So we have. Oh. I don't think I need to explain this. It's pretty self-explanatory. You have a 26/2. Sacrifice it for 2 mana if it's late game. Oh, I guess. Yeah, but late game you have 5 mana. So do Onward, and then you do Fling. And it will do a bunch of damage to them. Like, they have their blockers, and they're just gonna annihilate your Fury Blade Vampire or whatever. You just sacrifice it to Fling, and you basically kill them with it, I would say. Or if you have Archfiend of In Fear, it just board wipes them, and you don't need Fling. Or you attack, swing, and deal the damage to them, and then you sacrifice it because Fury Blade or what is the other one? I can't think. Flame Blade, both get it until end of turn. So you cast this out after they deal damage to your opponent. You sacrifice it, and it deals another of that damage to them. It's a wonderful card in this deck, and it's only 10 cents. So we have 4 of them, obviously. And then the reason that I didn't want a card to be a double strike is because we can cast this on top of it late game. So if you do 13 and then +13 with Onward, you get +1/+1, and then it gets double strike. So it'd be a 27 to double strike. So it'd be swinging for, I don't know, I'm not good at math. It'd be 54 damage, I think. Let me just let that sink in. 54 damage on maybe turn 6. Yeah, but still. And it has trample. They better have prevent all damage in their hand, because this is going to kill them no matter what. But it's kind of late game-ish if you, but I guess it's still good early game if you just get this. So I only put 2 because it's not totally amazing. Well, it is pretty amazing, but you get my logic, I'm pretty sure. And then we have Glorious End, the most funny mythic in Amonkhet. Basically, I only put it in here so you can discard your hand, Shadow of the Grave. Next turn, you just do it again. So you end their turn after they tap their lands, or what, I don't know, before they attack. I'm not even sure what. Like, it's just funny. Like, I don't know the example to give, but it's a great card just to be like, oh, they're gonna kill me next turn, but they're only at this much life, and I have Fling and Onward in my hand, and it's turn 6 that I can cast. Wait. So it's turn 5, so I can cast both. I'm gonna Glorious End their turns, just say, no, you're not attacking me, basically, you can't do anything. And then you go ahead and attack them, do your Fling, and you get your stuff going on, and you kill them. So it's just basically, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a protection, this kind of interaction, because this deck doesn't have a too great of interaction. This doesn't really even count as interaction, but we're gonna call it interaction anyways. Then we got Sin Prodder, because you want to be discarding, and it also gives I can't think right now. So you want to be discarding, and you also want to have draw power to discard. So beginning of your upkeep, before your draw step, you get to reveal the top card of your library, and an opponent may let you have you discard it, but then it deals damage equal to its converted mana cost to the opponent that made you discard it. So not only do you get like Archfiend of I keep wanting to say Depravity. No, it's not Depravity, it's In Fear. So not only do you get Archfiend of In Fear, here's trigger, you also get to deal damage to them. And also, I think, yeah, so it's your turn. So also Fury Blade would get the bonus. So would Flame Blade Adept. And I think those are the only 2, maybe? Oh, no. Yeah, that's it. But you also, so you get to buff Fury Blade and, what is it called? Flame Blade. You get to do damage. And then if they don't let you make you discard it, you draw that card, and then you go to your draw step and draw another card. So it's just draw power and the ability to deal damage to, I think it's, okay, so it's just players, it's not creatures, so it's not some burn spell, but you bring them even farther down. It's a great card. It works. It's very synergistic. Yeah, there we go. Synergistic with the other cards in this deck. So I mean, don't want 4 because you want to be pulling that. You want to be pulling the other cards. So I only put 3. And then we have Asylum Visitor, also for card draw. So if you have discard your whole hand and they prevent all damage or something, you want to be able to, your Fury Blade backfires on you, you want to be able to make up cards for doing that. So, I mean, you do lose a couple life every time you do it, but it doesn't matter, and it does kind of gives the opponent that, but I guarantee you they're going to have cards in their hand until later in the game. So this mostly just helps you out, gives you card advantage Well, I guess it doesn't even give you card event. Yeah, it does technically if you go with the term of whatever. Technically, it does give you card advantage, but whatever. Only I have 4 in there because Fury Blade might screw you over quite a bit. So you do want to be able to get cards. I think it's upkeep. So it's just like, what is it called? I can't think of the name. Sin Powder. So at the beginning of your upkeep, you get it. And if you have both of them out, I'm not sure how that works. I think you draw first and then you reveal. I'm not sure how that works. You'd have to ask your local LGS's judge or something like that. Anyways, on to the next one. We have Markov Dreadknight. Because discarding cards. And you get to make this bigger permanently. So if you have Fury Blade and Flame Blade out, you get to buff them as well as buff this permanently throughout the game. So it just gets the counters. So you get to activate all your discarding triggers and put this 2 counters bigger. So it becomes a 5/5 first time you do this. And you can't use, what is it called? The other, like Fury Blade to discard and then to do it to this. It doesn't work that way. I think that's all, guys. Yeah, that's all, guys. And the total... Oh, I guess I should probably tell you the total. It comes to a whopping $10.59. All that power, $10.59. When you're going to be able to beat your... No, yeah, even your Sliver decks. You're just going to whoop them in... Not in... Even the Sliver decks, you're going to whoop them. Or, well, I guess if you're playing it standard, you're going to whoop everything. Because it's fast-paced. Most of these other decks wait till turn 4 to get off. This, you can get off turn 3 or earlier. So, just great deck and great price. I honestly am, like I said at the beginning of the video, I am super hyped to actually use this next tournament. I'll probably let you guys know next video how it does, and maybe give you guys a playthrough. But that's all, guys. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. It will help a lot. I want to get this content out there. I want to be able to make sure those people that are budget decking that maybe want to do well on their just local tournaments and stuff, I want to be able to help them out. So please like, subscribe, and share my videos. It helps a lot. Makes me happy to know that I'm actually helping you guys. And also, don't forget to comment what you guys want to see next. I haven't been seeing anyone comment, so come on, guys. I can't just come up with these ideas all on my own. Well, I can, but I have. But I would like to hear what you guys want to see. I'm doing this for you guys, so I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.